Good morning, traders. Welcome to another cryptocurrency and Bitcoin morning update. I'm going to be going over the Bitcoin charts and a few altcoins that I would like to cover. Bitcoin, first of all, everyone in the world is looking at this triangle pattern. It's a very clear, very nice. We've got this daily level, which is pretty much the perfect EQ of this range that it's been putting in, and it is just coiling up. And at some point, we're going to get a resolution to this. And it just, there's a lot of just watching and waiting right now on Bitcoin. We've got very narrow support and resistance where price is right now. And I think today or within this week, I think we do see a resolution on this. This could possibly come today, as I think there are two very clear levels that have both been tested once, and we'll be looking to test those again today. So what you would normally say for this, slightly more often than not, a consolidation like this after a big move down would be seen as a continuation pattern. You can say here that we've had our 1, 2, 3, 4. We could be coming down for a fifth wave here. If we do, I am looking at the 26 to 27k region as support, and I do think that would get bought up quite quickly if we do go down there. But also that would end the bullish market structure that we have by really kind of taking out these lows and spending some time below. I think this would take a lot longer to recover these losses. Whereas if we do get a resolution to the upside, I think we could quite quickly see move back to at least kind of 52k, possibly all the way up to 60k relatively quickly if this does resolve to the upside. I'd say at the moment my bias for this seems to change daily. I was pretty bullish when we came down to these lows over the weekend. And we hit this 33,600 naked point of control. I got into a nice long position off of that, and I am still holding. I have taken profit. I did take some profit yesterday. So we had a bounce off the weekly open, and at that point, as soon as I saw that fail, it was kind of like, yeah, this isn't looking too good. But it held. So we did test that weekly open twice. I will zoom in on that in a second. And yeah, now we're just working on this monthly open as a resistance. So I'd say currently I am in that long position. We've also got a bit of a nice channel going on here. Sorry. I'm in that long position. I have taken profit up here, and I think I'm happy enough to hold that at this point. I can put my stop loss at break even, and that at that point is the breakdown of the triangle. So your invalidation is very easy. If you have got into a long off of this, it's kind of impossible to lose money on that now, which is great. At the same time, if you're in shorts from up here, impossible to lose money on them. So that's the nice thing about a pattern like this, is you can sell the highs and buy the lows, and because it starts coiling up, either way, your stop loss should be in profit. And unless we have the scenario where it fakes out, takes stops, and then goes the other way, which you can do, then you're going to be in a good trade either way. So I would say whichever way this does break, I do think it gets continuation. So if it breaks to the upside, I do think we get continuation up to at least 42k. Probably up to 48. If we do come down, I do think we at least come down to 32, but again, more likely probably down to 27 if this breaks to the downside. So in terms of macro view, I think it's 50-50 which way this could go, and we've just got to kind of wait and see, really, and that's what a lot of the market is looking at. So immediate support and resistance. Yesterday we did have this move down onto the weekly open. We tested that, got a really nice bounce off of it, but immediately that failed, hit this daily level, and hit this monthly open up here, got the rejection. So we've had a test of support here on the weekly open. We've tested resistance once on the monthly open. Then we came back down, we tested support again on the weekly open, and now we are back here on the monthly open. So it's just a very clear range here between two very important levels, which will give us a good sign of if the monthly open can get claimed. I do think it's inevitable at that point that we visit the top of this consolidation and up to this weekly level. So yeah, claim the monthly open, and it looks very good for further upside. If we do obviously reject here and we come back down, lose the weekly open, then I'm fairly confident we're going to come back down and test the lower bounds of this triangle pattern that is forming. So yeah, you can trade this level by level through the day. So every one of these has given some really nice trades. We've had some really nice VWAP trades as well. Today, one thing to be aware of, we are trading above VWAP, and generally when a day starts above VWAP quite early on, it gives us quite a strong move, trending move that has been happening a lot recently. So we started the day here, we quickly went below, but managed to reclaim it by the time London opened, and then had a strong trending day. Yesterday we lost it, so as London opened we did come and back test, and then we had quite a strong, I don't know if it's strong, but we had a fairly good downtrending day. And again, London has opened, we are above VWAP, and you would expect continuation. This has been continuing all throughout the last couple of weeks. Every time London opens, it just gets continuation of the trend that has been put in for the day. So everything at the moment looking good. We'll see. I think this monthly open is massive. It's got to claim this as support if we're going to see higher prices. And we will see how Bitcoin gets along throughout the day on that one. So quick look on our TPO. So you can see that today we have quite a wide initial balance with high volume, which would suggest more of a range bound day. However, it would suggest more of a range bound day, but this move up here that has created these single prints did come on higher volume as well. So you can see the slightly increased volume here on this breakout of the range. So you would now think that this has a stronger possibility to hold. Usually you would say, okay, a move outside of value area, outside of the initial balance, after a wide initial balance, you can expect to move back in. But then volume picked up, and this looks like a fairly decisive breakout so far on this. We have tested we've come down to fill some of these single prints. We could probably expect to test maybe again on the upper boundary of this, and maybe to fill all of these single prints on the chart here. And yeah, the target from a TPO perspective, we know that our monthly open is here, and we know that we have these stops around 37,450 that could get taken, and then we'd be looking down towards the point of control again, in that case, wherever the point of control may be. But then we've got this weekly high and the stops up here as well, which are another target for this. So we do definitely have quite a lot of levels to trade off of right now, which is nice. It's nice to have that. And you don't really need a bias when you do have these strong levels. You can be looking for scalp shorts if we do take these highs. You can be looking for scalp shorts if we do come up to this weekly high. And again, we've got this previous week point of control coming up here as well. So yep, TPO has given us some nice stuff. The session TPO, so again, you can see our open session had a wide initial balance, and it remained range bound throughout that entire session. So that was a high volume, wide initial balance. Again, we've kind of got that here, but with the open being right at the bottom and this IB trending upwards, you could say, okay, we've got a wide, high volume initial balance here, but there is a clear trend to the upside with this open being right at the bottom and the IB closing at the top here. So yeah, it looks pretty good. we do have this open session point of control coming in up here again at 37,600. And as usual, what I just said on the other TPO chart, we do have these stops up here as well. Naked point of controls, we have, so this is the one that we came into the other day. Really nice long position off of that naked point of control there. And you would say we have this 39,075, 39,100 area as the NPOC that is as of yet untouched, which you could expect a reaction off of. Yeah. The other thing, so the previous week point of control that I did mention off of the TPO, so that again is untouched because there's not a lot of space here. You would expect a reaction off of it, but not like anything quite as significant as kind of coming up to a point of control that has been untested for a while. This is just still within the range here, this point of control. So yeah, that is about everything on Bitcoin. Okay, so I do want to cover a few alts because we have started to see some movement from altcoins. Ethereum for a start. So let's have a look at the big boys. So Ethereum, out of its consolidation that it did have here, we have seen a break to the upside. So we did have this. And then, yeah, well, this bit's a kind of neither here nor there, but we did have this nice kind of bump and run, this nice angled inverse head and shoulders pattern going on here after it hit support. So we have had a breakout of that and we have back tested, and you would expect probably at this stage a move up to this monthly level. So Ethereum starting to look promising, starting to look fairly decent. On the USD chart, again, it is still in this consolidation, but you would say that this looks a bit more bullish than Bitcoin. So with the supply line at the top being a much shallower angle than the demand at the bottom, so you can say this is being bought up much more quickly, and this is looking a bit more bullish here for Ethereum. You could almost say from like a closing perspective that this could very easily turn into an ascending triangle. And then everyone who's looking at the symmetrical triangle suddenly starts to look at this ascending triangle. Again, there are very clear support and resistance on this. So you have your resistance up at this daily, and we do have this anchored VWAP from all-time high coming in at around $3,000. Again, to the downside, if 3 do break down, and I think because Ethereum is a bit higher up at the moment and the Bitcoin pair looks good, I think even a Bitcoin move down to 27k probably sees Ethereum just coming back down to this $1,900 area again. I think alts are looking a bit stronger. I think whereas Bitcoin could make a lower low, I think alts may be able to hold up against Bitcoin in that sense, which kind of goes against my macro view of a few weeks ago, thinking that Bitcoin would reclaim some dominance. Maybe altcoins continue here whilst Bitcoin is in that range, and at the point where Bitcoin, if it does break all-time high again at some point in the next couple of months, I think at that point is when you'd really see alts kind of be like, yeah, we're done here, and start to relax. Litecoin, yeah, very flat, nothing really to go over on that. So it doesn't have the same breakout, but Litecoin, very interestingly, is like right at the apex here of this consolidation. So Bitcoin is, with Bitcoin being like a much wider consolidation and having a bit more room to go, it's looking at the alts now as where we could see this potentially leading. The alts seem to be leading right now. Litecoin is another one, depending on which way this breaks. So we've seen Ethereum has broken to the upside, or at least on its Bitcoin pair. The US dollar pair is kind of a little bit different. Litecoin USD will be another nice sign of whether this market is going to remain bullish or whether we are going to see moves down. Again, we have our resistance at 227 up here, and we have our support down at this daily level, and probably again down at 122 So once again, Bitcoin breaks down to 27k. I think we can see this lower price on Litecoin as well. Link, you would say that this is quite similar to Ethereum. It looks pretty nice here. We have to go onto the log chart for this one. But yeah, you can still see here this log channel providing really nice support and resistance from a macro perspective. And then I also want to cover Cardano. So I don't like this wedge because there's too much space, but a lot of people were looking at this as a rising wedge. We did break out of that, and we're probably now looking to come up to this monthly level here on the Bitcoin pair if it can get past the resistance that did stop it on its last big bull run. Again, Cardano has resolved to the upside, so we got that breakout. It didn't really get the volume, but we did have that breakout, and we are testing again higher on that. And yeah, I think there are a few alts in particular, some that I posted in the Discord group again that I think are looking pretty good. So CRV was one of them that I did post last night, and we've had a really nice move up. KSM, again, another one that I did post yesterday after it got this breakout here. So you can almost see this as a horizontal line of resistance here. It got that breakout, held support, and now we're moving up onto this daily level. So yeah, it's all looking pretty, I think, yeah, some alts are looking fairly nice. I'm just going to actually open up. So again, anyone who is not in our Discord community, please do come and join us. So this is the Discord that we have. So you can see here we've got a load of nice nice stuff going on within the Discord. We've got a lot of Bitcoin ideas every day, people posting their ideas. I did post some charts on the altcoins, so there are some that are looking very good, that you would expect kind of like a mean reversion back into the range on a lot of these. So this is Alpha, Acro looking nice at the lows here. We've got BZRX looking nice at the lows here, coming down to its global point of control and finding support on some quite significant high time frame levels here. And then we've got EOS looking pretty healthy, managing to hold this weekly level here, and some other ideas as well. So yeah, please do come and join us if you're not already in the Discord. Yeah, it will be great to see you over there. Yeah, that is everything I do want to go over today. So yeah, once again, everyone have a very good day trading. Enjoy the sun, if it is if it is as sunny as it is over in England at the moment. It's some nice weather, so enjoy the sun today, and happy trading everyone, and I will see you all in the Discord. Great, thanks a lot guys, cheers, bye.